Many of us depend on a morning cup of coffee or tea to kickstart our day. This daily ritual is more than just a habit. It's a crucial part of our routine that sets the tone for the rest of the day. This widespread ritual highlights the powerful effects of caffeine, a naturally occurring stimulant that jolts our brains into a state of alertness. It's the secret ingredient that transforms our groggy mornings into productive days. But how exactly does this seemingly magical substance work? What is it about caffeine that makes it so effective at waking us up and keeping us focused? Caffeine's ability to shake off sleepiness and boost energy levels has made it the world's most popular psychoactive drug. Its influence extends far beyond just coffee and tea. It's found in various forms, from the comforting warmth of a cup of tea, which soothes and relaxes us, to the energizing fizz of a soda, providing a quick pick-me-up during the day. Despite its popularity, few people understand the science behind caffeine's effects on the brain. How does it manage to keep us awake and alert? In this exploration, we'll delve into the fascinating world of caffeine, uncovering how it interacts with our brain to keep us awake and energized. Join us as we unravel the mysteries behind this everyday miracle. Caffeine belongs to a class of chemical compounds known as xanthines. These compounds are naturally occurring and have a variety of effects on the human body. It's found naturally in the leaves, seeds, and fruits of over 60 plants, making it one of the most widespread naturally occurring stimulants, including coffee beans, tea leaves, and cacao pods. These plants have been cultivated for centuries for their stimulating properties. When we consume caffeine, it's quickly absorbed into our bloodstream through the stomach and small intestine. This rapid absorption is why we often feel its effects so quickly. From there it travels throughout the body, reaching its peak concentration in our blood within 30 to 60 minutes. This peak is when we typically feel the most alert and energized. Caffeine's effects on the brain are what make it so popular. It helps us stay awake, focused, and can even improve our mood. Its molecular structure allows it to cross the blood-brain barrier, a protective shield that separates the brain from circulating blood. This ability is crucial for its stimulating effects. Once inside the brain, caffeine works its magic by influencing the activity of various neurotransmitters. It blocks adenosine, a neurotransmitter that promotes sleep, making us feel more awake and alert. Once caffeine crosses the blood-brain barrier, it encounters a key player in our sleep-wake cycle, adenosine. Adenosine is a neurotransmitter that promotes sleep and suppresses arousal. As the day progresses, adenosine levels gradually rise in the brain, creating a growing sense of tiredness. Here's where caffeine's clever trickery comes into play. Caffeine's molecular structure closely resembles that of adenosine. This similarity allows caffeine to bind to adenosine receptors in the brain, effectively blocking adenosine from attaching and exerting its sleep-promoting effects. By occupying adenosine receptors, caffeine prevents the brain from receiving the signal to slow down and feel tired. It's like placing a do not disturb sign on the brain's sleep switch. Section 4. Adenosine versus caffeine. The battle for your brain. When caffeine blocks adenosine receptors, it triggers a cascade of events that lead to increased alertness and energy. One way it does this is by increasing the release of other neurotransmitters such as dopamine and norepinephrine. Dopamine is associated with pleasure and motivation, while norepinephrine increases arousal and attention. The combined effect of these neurotransmitters creates the characteristic caffeine buzz, increased focus, reduced fatigue, and an overall sense of well-being. This surge of neurochemicals is what makes caffeine so effective at temporarily banishing tiredness and boosting cognitive function. However, it's important to remember that caffeine's effects are not a free ride. Section 5. The price of energy. The downsides of caffeine. While caffeine offers a temporary boost in alertness and energy, it's crucial to be mindful of its potential downsides. Many people rely on caffeine to kickstart their day or to power through a sluggish afternoon, but this reliance can come at a cost. The stimulating effects of caffeine can last for several hours, leading to difficulties falling asleep, reduced sleep quality, and even insomnia. This disruption in sleep can have a cascading effect on overall health, affecting mood, cognitive function, and physical well-being. Moreover, regular caffeine consumption can lead to dependence and withdrawal symptoms. People often find themselves needing more caffeine to achieve the same level of alertness, creating a cycle of increased consumption. When caffeine wears off, the body experiences a crash as adenosine levels rebound. This crash can leave individuals feeling more tired than before, prompting them to reach for another cup of coffee or an energy drink. This can manifest as headaches, fatigue, irritability, and difficulty concentrating. These withdrawal symptoms can be particularly challenging for those who consume large amounts of caffeine daily. It's also important to note that caffeine's effects vary from person to person, depending on factors such as genetics, body mass, and tolerance. Some people can consume large amounts with minimal impact, while others may feel significant effects from just a small amount. Some individuals are more sensitive to caffeine than others, experiencing anxiety, jitters, and an increased heart rate even with moderate intake. Understanding your own sensitivity to caffeine can help you make more informed choices about your consumption.